who then accumulates the most votes will get the 3 points. If I am not mistaken, let me just restart that. Mark, cut that out. Count Caldwell. Ooh, lots going on in this picture. We like Count Caldwell, friends.
This is Count Caldwell. There's a lot of bad things that happened here, all right? So I don't even know where to start. Definitely didn't do well on his head.
Oh my god. It kind of looks like the new concept of what the Riddler's going to look like in the new Batman movie with like the taped face and everything. Oh my god. Welcome, friends, to another episode of Gwent Trivia. This is Season 2, Episode 5, and you gotta tie it to Star Wars some way. And we always know that the 5th episode is always the best episode. We've got Zubedoo back to defend his crown as champion, and hey, this is gonna be the best episode of the season. We have to go ahead and pick the best possible contestants to perhaps usurp him out of that role of that high cloud that he sits on as champion. Let's meet our contestants for this episode of Gwent Trivia, starting, of course, with the game director of the game we love so much. That would be Vlad Tortsov, a.k.a. ThorSerpent, a.k.a. Vlad. Nice to see you, buddy. First of all, congratulations again on the promotion, the usurping of the Jason Slama, who has moved on to bigger, better, possibly other things. But here you are, somebody who we trust so much with the game in the driver's seats. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Super glad to be here. Let's see if I will be able to usurp Zubedoo place this time.
And that's a tough pill to swallow there, because he is pretty much the top dog when it comes to Gwent Trivia. Now you have selected. You've selected neutral as your faction. I believe this is a first on the revitalized Gwent Trivia. Now, my theory on this was that if you picked a faction, there would be some people out there with tinfoil hats suspecting that perhaps you had some sort of favoritism as Gwent director. So you chose neutral. Smart move, but we do need your buzz-in.
Yes, so I basically followed Geralt's principle of not choosing between evil and good and then going the neutral way. So I also will go with Geralt's voice line, I hate portals.
Nice. I like it. Well delivered as well. Thank you, Vlad. Let's move on to he who shall remain nameless, a.k.a. Shinmiri, a.k.a. the source of my broken heart. Shinmiri, listen. I'm going to lay it on thick every chance I get. You have, this is, I believe, your third showing on Gwent Trivia, a veteran indeed, and one of the most respected and knowledgeable best players in the game of Gwent, and who better to perhaps go after Zubedoo's title than you yourself, Shinmiri. Thank you so much for being on the show. What could you possibly be doing with all this free time now that you're not doing the podcast anymore?
I've been streaming a lot recently, enjoying Gwent, as well as Variety Games just started Inscription. But it's really an honor to be back on Gwent Trivia Show among such elite contestants such as Vlad and Zubedoo, and as well as collaborating again with yourself and Mark. So really happy to be here.
Awesome. You have, of course, selected Skellige as the Skelligan ambassador. Give us your voice line, my friend.
All right, so we joked about this. I'm gonna go with this just because you and I have a little something going on right now. But I'm going with your favorite card, a voice line from your favorite card, Lippy. It's gonna be time for some marauding.
You are on another level of just despicable. I love you immensely, but this will be noted in my logbook. Okay, the champion himself, Zubedoo. This is your 5th consecutive match. It got a little dicey last week as Spessy had you in his gun sights. You were in the crosshairs, my friend, but you managed to wiggle out of it, and you are still on top. You are the king of the hill. Zuby, as Nilfgaard, tell us, what more can you possibly, what kind of smack talk can you bring? Because I think I've amassed quite the squad here to potentially bring you down.
I mean, it's definitely the most nervous that I've been on this show for sure. As you can see, I haven't even shaved today because I completely forgot being in the total mindset. But I'm just gonna go in guns blazing. I have taken 10 hours of sleep today, so I'm alert enough, and I'm really gonna be, in the driver's seat, hopefully. So let's see.
All right, and another week, another choice of Nilfgaard. We need a new buzz-in.
Okay, so I think we went with some English options a bit before as well. So this time I'm gonna go with the Nilfgaardian one again, and it's gonna be Nistedatu.
Very nicely done. Thank you very much, Zubedoo, the returning champion. All right, friends, again, if you are new to Gwent Trivia, well, where the hell have you been? My first question is, how dare you? Second question is, well, you probably want to know how to play, so we're going to tell you how. There's 3 rounds, friends. In round 1, it's general knowledge. We're going to hit these contestants with basic knowledge questions about the game or the cards within the game. 9 of them, a correct answer, yields you 2 points in the bank, but if you buzz in and you're incorrect, it is -1, so you can't just go all willy-nilly shoot from the hip. Round 2, same point values, same penalties for incorrect responses. This one's all visual, so tune in those eyeballs because it is going to be a close-up of a card that you have to identify, or there is going to be a modification to a card that you have to also identify. Round 3, our favorite round, is going to be the art portion, where we're going to have 3 submissions from viewers of cards that they want our contestants to draw. The card will be done so in a manner of their choosing. Everyone has their styles to do it, and they need to essentially sell it as their piece of art of which one that we will then vote for being the best. And 3 points to the winner there. Again, the winner of the episode gets absolutely nothing. Nothing. We have nothing to give you, but you, the viewer, will get all the bounty of the joy from this. So I believe it's time for Gwent Trivia. All right, friends, you know the rules. Round 1 is ready to rock and roll. The fuse has been lit. If you are ready to go, I want to hear all your voice lines all at the same time.
Nistedatu.
Time for some marauding.
Oh, yes, I just thrive in the chaos. All right, friends, question number 1. What are all the faction-specific dragons?
Nistedatu.
Okay, you got it out. There was a little bit of constipation in that buzz-in, but we got it out. All right, go ahead, Zubi.
So as far as I know, only 2 factions really have faction-specific dragons, and that is Scoia'tael and Monsters. The Monster one obviously being Keltalis, and the Scoia'tael one being Saskia. And one more, which is hard to spell, but I think you pronounce it as Seasynthesis.
Okay. Now, I'm going to give you partial marks for this one because you are actually correct. You are correct. However, I'm going to give you 2 points, but don't put the response on the end on there yet, because there is one more little piece of information that if anybody wants to buzz in and steal an extra
Time for some marauding.
Attaboy, let's go.
I think he only listed 2 Scoia'tael dragons, when in fact there are 3, with Saskia Commander, and Seasynthesis.
That is right. Yes, there are actually 4. Now, you said Saskia, and that kind of covers it. That was kind of the little bit of leeway. So 2 points for Zubi for doing all the heavy lifting, but we're going to give an extra little bonus point to Shinmiri for just kind of cleaning up a little bit of the mess you left there. In what order do the crones stand around the cauldron? In what order from left to right?
Nistedatu.
Yes, sir. Zoobs.
Wispis, Bruis, Weavis, from left to right.
Man, without even a hint of any kind of, the confidence just oozes out of you. It is, in fact, Wispis on the left, then we've got Basket Face in the middle, and then Weavis on the right. There we go. Wispis, Bruis, Weavis. Easy peasy. All right, friends. I want to know, what are all the gold units that have the ship tag? What are all the gold units that have the ship tag? Some of them wheel into the meta and do damage.
Nistedatu. So we have obviously the flying.
Whoa. Hold on a second. I get it. You've been here. You've been here 5 episodes, man. You can't just buzz and then start. You got to let me acknowledge you, friend. All right,
Okay.
Zips.
All right. So obviously we have the flying Redanian. We have the wild boar of the sea, and we have terror of the seas. Oh yeah, those are the 3.
That is correct. I thought people would just kind of, you think ships, you think Skellige, and then wild boar, terror. I thought that the flying Redanian would be one that maybe, Snuck past. Correct. 2 points for Zuby. Alrighty. What is the only unit who has a tribute cost of 8?
Time
What
for
is-
some Maraudin.
Yes. Shinmiri.
Tin Boy.
Yeah, it's Tin Boy. Absolutely. There's some that have a 9 spot, some that have a 7 spot, but there's only one that has an 8 spot. That would be Tin Boy with the tribute cost of 8. Kind of just a built-in lacerate. What are 2 bronze units that have immunity? What are the 2 bronze units that have immunity? Zuby.
So we have the werewolf and a very rare one, which for some reason I was wanting to play, but it was never working. The Lonely Champion, which is actually a Firesworn unit.
Well, we get a correct answer and a little bit of a history lesson, a little lore lesson there from Zuby. That is correct. Werewolf and Lonely Champion.
I want to add that Lonely Champion. I also is a card that I wanted to play at one point, and I did find a good deck for it. It is No Unit Syndicate. I played a 1 of as a proactive play that you couldn't interact with. So pretty cool usage for that card.
What is the most you can boost a unit with Dead Man's Tongue? What is the most?
Time for some Maraudin.
That is Shinmiri.
16 with 2 Thunderbolts.
That's correct. It is 16. Now, the highest you can get with gold, I believe, is what, 14? 13 or 14? But if you can double up on those bronzes and you're, for some reason, packing 2 Thunderbolts that you feel are worth banishing, then by all means, 16 is the way to go.
And since you know this answer, did you do it in your games, Shinmiri?
No, definitely not.
That was really quick, honestly.
I want to know what kind of deck it is.
That was more of me just buzzing in right away because I can figure out the answer like in a couple seconds rather than I didn't know the answer when I buzzed, but I knew it was something that I could figure out right away.
What card boosts a unit by 6 and gives it shield? Yeah, we dug into the least played cards category. What card boosts a unit by 6 and gives it shield?
Time for some Maraudin.
Yes, sir.
Sangreal.
That is correct. It's Sangreal, depends on how you want to pronounce it. Sangreal. All right, friends. Well, this one is we've done Ihuaraquax, we've done Murktabraki, but I need you to spell South Ainmead. I don't even know how to pronounce it, so I'm just going to show you the picture. Spell it for me exactly as it appears.
Nesteratu.
No. You can't.
No, honestly, I can because I remember when I was typing patch notes, I'm like, okay, I need to get this right, and I did memorize it. So joke's on you. I know
this is the hardest one. This is the hardest one. I went through every card.
I don't care.
Okay.
If you want me to write it down, I'll write it down, but I'm going to say it now. Okay. So the first word is Sauv, so it's Saov, followed by, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I know how to spell it. So it's AINMHI''DH.
I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do anymore. Take the 2 points, because you need them clearly, obviously. But, that was the correct spelling. Vlad, can you maybe help us on the pronunciation of this card?
No.
Shinmiri is just kind of really on the heels there for Zubedoo. All right, what faction has the most added provisions amongst all their leader abilities? So, everyone gets 150, but when you add up all the bonus provisions, what faction offers the most added provisions? Once again, what faction?
I hate portals.
Oh, Vlad.
Okay, I'm going to risk it, and I will say that it's Northern Realms.
Northern Realms is incorrect, unfortunately. No, Northern Realms actually wasn't even number 2. I think Northern Realms was somewhere in the middle. It was a close third, let's say.
Okay.
So that there, Vlad
I
has
just made it easier for you guys.
Bingo. Exactly.
Yeah, I have an idea of what the top 2 are, but unfortunately Vlad didn't eliminate one of them for me. So.
All right, Zoobs.
It's Skellige.
It is Skellige. It is, in fact, Skellige.
Nice.
Skellige has 109 added provisions, whereas I believe
Scoia'tael is second?
Scoia'tael is 107. So there you have it, friends. The first round is in the book. Zubedoo on top, but making him sweat is Shinmiri, just 5 points away. We do have another round coming up. Vlad there, who told us the worst thing that could happen is going negative. But all he's doing is just planting the seeds for the ultimate redemption arc that we are going to see in round number 2 here on Gwent Trivia. Don't go too far. We'll be back with round 2, the visual part. All right, round 1 is in the books. The points are what they are, friends. Round 2 is on the docket. This is the visual round of Gwent Trivia. We're going to show our 3 contestants a portion of a card, something that's zoomed in, card art that has been altered, let's say. Our 3 contestants are going to have to buzz in and tell me what card they're looking at or what is different with that card. So really, you got to have a little bit of visual acuity here and know the cards so intimately well that 2 of the 3 will probably get it wrong, and then Zuby's going to swoop in and probably steal the answers because that's what Zuby does. Okay, friends, I want to hear your buzzing so we can go straight to the questions.
Time for some marauding.
Love it. Okay, number 1, friends. Something is different with Prince and Seius. What is different with Prince and Seius?
I hate
Nesteratu.
Oh, that is Vlad all day long.
So the color of the flag, like there is a second color there.
That I will take that. Yes, the flag is the banner that Anseus is riding with is not the right color. It's a red banner that they typically bring. So
Nice.
next one, it's a close-up, friends. What card are we looking at here? What card is this?
Time for some marauding.
That sounded like Shinmiri.
Yagurn.
It is, in fact, Egern. Oh, yes, getting you all tied up. The card, ladies and gentlemen, is Gaunter Odim, but something is different about the card Gaunter Odim. Tell us, friends, what is different about Gaunter Odim?
Time for some marauding.
Yes, Mr. Shinmiri.
I don't think the lady is in the back. Something wrong with the lady.
Well, first of all, she has a name, Shinmiri. Her name is Gladys. No, that is incorrect. She has always been there, even though you haven't noticed her, Shinmiri, but she's always been there. I believe that's Zuby coming in.
So, like, the shadow's missing, but there's supposed to be a skull and a candle next to him. But the shadow's there, but the skull and the candle's missing.
You are quite the Sherlock Holmes, my friend. Yes, the skull and candle that typically are there has been removed.
Nice.
I mean, it is a little bit of a dangerous place to sit. Peel off those eyeballs. What card are we looking at here, friends? What card is this?
Mortals.
Ooh, I'm going to go to the judges on this one. It was Vlad.
So this is Tourney Shalmar.
It is Tourney Shalmar. It is indeed Tourney Shalmar, a card that actually got, I think, buffed recently, if I'm not mistaken. Something, friends, is different about Giga Scorpion Decoction. And it's not the fact that I'm actually pronouncing the whole term. I'm not saying Gigacock. It is Giga Scorpion Decoction. Something's different about the card. What is different about the card?
Time for some marauding.
That sounded like Shinmiri to me.
The color is supposed to be green.
That is correct. Yes, Giga Scorpion Decoction, it is supposed to be a green mist. Purple is a nice looking color there, but green seems a little bit more yucky, I suppose. There it is. Now, the original one for this was actually I was going to take the candle from Gaunter Odim and put it on the table. But that one just didn't quite work out, unfortunately. Okay, what is the close-up we're looking at? What card is this, friends?
Close-up of Zubedoo's forehead.
I hate portals.
All right, Mr. Vlad.
Hefty Helga.
It is Hefty Helga. Yes,
Wow.
indeed. Taking a look. It looks like just a pile of scraps.
Nice.
That
I was
Iron Man
thinking
made.
a siege engine.
In the game, so I really dig this one.
Something is different about the All God. Something is different about the All God. And no, All God didn't get on Atkins.
Oh, Nesteratu.
Yes, Zubedoo.
So next to him, like the blue shield, it's supposed to have the Northern Realms logos, right? It's missing.
There's a lot going on in this photo, and I was really worried that this one might get lost in the ether. But leave it to Zubedoo to just fish this one out of nothingness. It is, in fact, the Northern Realms logos were peeled off of that shield. 2 left. Close up, friends. What card are we looking at? What card is this?
Maraudin.
Vlad.
So it's Harnizon. That's the Garnizon.
Okay, yes. Garrison. Yeah, it is Garrison.
God damn it. Yes. I forgot the English. Sorry.
No, it's all good. It was just I wasn't sure if I missed the pronunciation or if you were saying something different, but it is in fact Garrison. I really hope Mark did this one because when I've added this one in, I was like, this one's a little ridiculous, but we're gonna do it anyways. What is different about Hattori? What is different about Hattori?
Time for some Maraudin.
Yes, Shinmiri.
His hairstyle is different. Something's different about his face. Or
He's been using a Vino.
his ears. His ears. There's no ears. The elf ears are missing. Yes.
Yes. His ears are gone. We took out his ears, which makes it's funny because it makes him look so odd, right? All right, there it is. 2 points for Shinmiri. He is in striking distance of winning an episode and perhaps just pulling the rug out from under Zubedoo. The final round of Gwent Trivia is around the corner. That is the drawing round, ladies and gentlemen, so don't go too far. We will be right back with round 3 of Gwent Trivia. All right, here we go. The scores are what they are, and there's nothing out of the ordinary here as Zubedoo is cultivating those 16 points. The harvest is bountiful for points for Zuby, but hot on his heels is Shinmiri at 12, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that Vlad himself can kind of just come in and steal a tie. That is there, because each one of these questions, or and answers given, the drawings that they will be presenting are worth 3 points to the victor. So if we're not, without any more further delay, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to get right to it. I want to hear all 3 buzzins for the last time on this episode, and we'll get right to it.
Time for some Maraudins.
Love it. Okay, so the first submission is from Zerunt. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. From Reddit, Zerunt wants to see Imperial Manticore. Imperial Manticore. So go ahead, draw me Imperial Manticore. Dot your I's and cross your T's, do all that kind of stuff. Shinmiri, put your 3 lines of justice in there. As pencils down, hands up. We're going to get straight away to it, friends. Shinmiri, stop cheating. Shinmiri.
I was adding the 3 lines that you told me to.
Just once again, breaking the rules, you rogue. All right, so you know the rules, friends. Again, sell it to me. We're going to start with Zubedoo. This is Imperial Manticore. Zuby, show me Imperial Manticore.
It's pathetic, but let's go. So, I tried to get his hair, but it's really, really weird, the bushy hair. So yeah, I thought I'd go a little multicolor, I tried to get the face here, he's looking a little hungry or angry or, whatever you want it to be. And he has like these, he has like the sharp ears or horns that he has, and the little elf-like ears over here as well, over here and here. And then we obviously have the orangish wings. That's why I went a little multicolor on that. I thought I'll add some detail on that. A little a boulder over here where he's placing himself. He's comforting himself, and obviously his lovely little tail that goes over here. Of course, it's not that lovely in this portrait, but yeah,
I like it. I like it. He's definitely has that angry mask type look face. If anybody remembers Crash Bandicoot, there was always that face mask that would follow him around. That's kind of what it reminds me of a little bit, but maybe I'm dating myself there too as well. All right, Zuby, thank you so much. That is your Imperial Manticore. We're going to go now to Vlad. Vlad, Game Director, Gwent. Drawing skills, yet to be determined. Show us, Vlad. Show us Imperial Manticore. Whoa! Oh, great use of space. That's the one criticism I always have is people just write like it's a postage stamp on the corner of a paper, but there you go, using all that real estate. Sell it to me, Vlad.
Okay, so it's a pretty, realistic depiction of this monster. I had fun drawing it. I like the fact that like the middle part of Manticore, not only in my version but also in the original one, it's like this fury ball. So it's like very very happy creature, I think, and maybe very cuddly one. But not to forget about the monster's nature, I thought I will spend some time also on the dude in the corner, so he's lying around there, maybe not having the time of his life. And Manticore face expression is like not impressed.
Apparently not. Absolutely not impressed, though you can color me impressed because it's quite a menacing look on it. It also has, I think it's the seditious aristocrats that have that kind of like
Oh yeah,
flowery mesh thing around its neck. It's kind of looks like it's kind of taken from that wardrobe decision.
could be Nilgard cards, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, there's the Imperial Golem. Why not the Imperial Manticore as potentially a Nilfgaard card? Thank you, Vlad. That is the Imperial Manticore, according to Vlad. Now, here we go. If you guys are not familiar with Shinmiri's ongoing theme with the drawing, there's always a 3-line situation. So we're going to see if Shinmiri can't do the same here.
All right, so there's the 3 lines that I added. The Manticore flapping its wings up and down with the 3 lines. You can tell there's motion because of the 3 lines. And then, I ran out of time to draw the person. Vlad did a really good job on drawing the person that was being attacked by Manticore. So I made him a stick figure, and I added in +5 tactical advantage because that's how Manticore often sees use, is surprise Manticore on red coin. So that is Imperial Manticore.
Yeah, there was a period of time where I just loved playing with like a Death Wish control list with Overwhelming Hunger, and I would always say to my chat, I would say, respect the Manticore, because like you say, Shinmiri, that tactical advantage on their opening play Dunka was always the juiciest. Always the juiciest. Well done, my friends. So there you have it, Imperial Manticore's 3 different ways, the 3 lines of justice that is basically married to Shinmiri's drawing style on display. So, friends, write down the name, not your own, not mine, not Marcus's, of who you believe did the best Imperial Manticore. Who impressed you the most? Who sold you on it? Show me who you're voting for. 3 points to the winner. Again, nothing's on the line here. No prizes, just pride. All right, who we got? All together now. We've got 1 for Vlad, 1 for Shinmiri, and it looks like, is that 1 for, where's that name? Shinmiri gets another one. 3 points for Shinmiri. Attaboy, there we go. 15 for Shinmiri here. How you feeling there, Zuby? You feeling a little bit hot under the collar, buddy?
Well, I voted for him, so...
This one is coming from Legia 1902, also from Reddit. They want to see Count Caldwell. Ooh, lots going on in this picture. We like Count Caldwell, friends. Draw me Count Caldwell. Down, friends. Don't cheat. Do not cheat. Not on this show. Penalties are grave. Okay, we're going to start this one with Mr. Vlad, Count Caldwell. Wonderful card. Look at him go. Show it to us, a.k.a.
There we go.
Oh my god.
So I don't know if you can see the doggo really well. I feel that's maybe the most important part of this card. I actually started with the hand and the cane, so maybe that's the most detailed part of the card. Then I spent almost all my time on the doggo, and basically when you said that we have the last 5 seconds, I had to rush and finish the head, so he looks a little bit like Lego character, but maybe that, the one that got shown by the dog. But I like it. I think I captured his character in this one.
if Humpty Dumpty ever became a Gwent card, that would probably be the design path to be taken there. I love it. The dog is absolutely adorable too. It's kind of like this very simplistic little puffball, but it gets the job done. Thank you, Vlad, for showing that a very delightful Count Caldwell. Let's move on to Shinmiri. Lots of places to jam 3 lines into this one, Shin. Show us what you got, buddy.
I panicked. I didn't even have time to put in the 3 lines, but this is Count Caldwell. There's a lot of bad things that happened here, all right? So I don't even know where to start. Definitely didn't do well on his head. The dog turned into a cat somewhere along the way, a tiny little kitten. And if you look at the cane ends before his feet does. So I don't really know what happened in this drawing, but that is my Count Caldwell.
I can't. Oh my god! It kind of looks like the new concept of what the Riddler's gonna look like in the new Batman movie, with like the taped face and everything. Oh my god! I have nothing to say more than that. Let's go to Zubedoo. Zuby, these are 2 home runs in a row. So what do you got for us?
Look, honestly, if you think those were home runs and you think those were bad, just take a look at this. Like, what is this? Like, I don't even know what this is. I tried to get his face and I couldn't. I tried to get his body and I couldn't. His stick is not even a stick, and I don't even know if that's a dog or I don't know what that is. And
it looks like the dog kind of looks like a map of the United States. It's just to a degree. And his head is Alaska. Like that's where we're at. Oh, Zuby, you got 3 more seconds to sell it, baby.
His hand is not even connected. Okay, he needs a buff. He's desperately needing a buff.
He needs a surgeon, is what he needs, apparently. All right, Zuby, there you have it, friends. 3 times the Caldwell goodness, and I really want to thank Legia1902 on Reddit for submitting that because it's probably one of my favorite ones ever. Okay, well, write down the name of who you believe should get all the love here. We have Humpty Dumpty, care of Vlad. We have nightmarefuel.com, care of Shinmiri. And then we have Build It Yourself IKEA version Caldwell from Zubedoo. All right, names on paper. Show me who you got. Let's see who wins this one. I've got 1 for Vlad. I've got 1 for Zuby and 2 for Vlad. There we go. Vlad gets 3 points up to 10. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. This is where the strategic voting comes in. This is always exciting. All right, friends, there you have it. Count Caldwell. 1 left. 1 left. This one is going to be from Mgwedigan. It's a whole bunch of letters that should not be holding hands. But the card is Imperial Diviner. Friends, can you draw Imperial Diviner? Lots going on here. Love this card. Show me Imperial Diviner. Down, hands up, face the camera, friends. There we go. We are going to start with potentially a real challenger here for the title of Gwent Trivia Champion. Mr. Shinmiri, we're beginning with you. It's all or nothing for this one. Show us your Imperial Diviner.
I deserve to lose because I put more than 3 lines on this drawing. But that is Siri in the middle with the glowing lines showing the shiny orb. And I don't know what happened to the diviner's hand at the bottom. That was the last part that I added in. But yeah, very simplistic drawing, but it took quite a while.
It looks like the tail end, pun intended, of like Egerin or something that just kind of bled its way into this one. I see Siri on the horse. That's quite obvious there. I like it though. But yeah, the lines that you've got going around the orb there, it's not 3, it's not even a multiple of 3. So too bad for you, Shinmiri. Good effort, but I like it. That's not bad, my friend. Thank you so much. We're gonna go now to Zubedoo, who's defending his title as Gwent Trivia. Grandmaster might be where we have to eventually push that title, but what you got for Imperial Diviner, my friend?
Okay, so she doesn't even look like a woman, to be honest. I don't even know what that is looking into the orb. But yeah, since I knew that I'm gonna screw up the horse and everything, I just decided I'd put a little stick figure saying hi. You know, just silly, doing silly things. And I don't know, is that freaking, I don't know, Minnie Mouse, I don't know, looking into the globe with her, I don't know what that is. And
It looks
yeah.
It looks kind of like a discarded concept art for an Oompa Loompa before they went with whatever the design was in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It seems to me like what are those, like maracas growing out of her head? Like it looks like a sunflower with some sort of weird maraca monster that's about to eat it.
I really like the hair, like the wavy hair that is like showing some wind effects going on. I'm a big fan.
Hey, there's the 3 lines that you wanted there, Shinmiri.
Yeah,
right
I know. I
there.
could have put those in.
All right. I can now see why you study so hard at winning the first 2 rounds. Because drawing is really, this is so good. All right, Zuby, thank you so much. That's your Imperial Diviner. We're going to end with Vlad, Game Director at Gwent. Show us, my friend, Imperial Diviner.
All right. So it's far from being perfect. Obviously, the hand's a little bit like, I don't know, dead animal. But
better than mine.
Yeah, but I really like how Shinmiri actually depicted Siri on the horse. Maybe the proportions were closer to Pony in his case, but like in my case, I had to simplify the horse so much that it looks a little bit monstrous, I guess, in overall. But also I wanted to say that I think hair is really important. So similar to Zubi's depiction, I spent some time showing this, there's a wind and the long hair are on this wind.
It's beautiful, my friend. Again, you do have that kind of Eye of Sauron thing going on in the middle, which is amazing. Almost as if they're, that scene where Pippin holds the Palantir and then Sauron locates them in Orthanc. So that's a really, really awesome one, Vlad. Congratulations. That's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. That one is actually quite dandy. All right, so this is where it gets really dicey, as the voting has to come through, and really there is a little bit of strategic elements to this. So we're going to give everyone an extra second here to just kind of contemplate who they're voting for, but frankly, I think the game is on the line here. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are ready, I want to see who you are voting for. And all right, here we go. I've got 1 for Shinmiri, 1 for Zubedoo, and...
This was not strategic.
Vlad! Oh my goodness, it comes down to a tie. What do I do? I think now, legitimately, I am the tiebreaker in this case. If I am honestly voting with my heart, I would say that Vlad is most certainly the best one there. I liked his the best. I will. I hate doing this, but I will say that Vlad wins this third round here of round 3, and that means that in the closest I think we've ever had an episode of Gwent Trivia, 16 to 15 to 13, and Vlad, you got to think that if you answered that incorrect answer correctly, you would have tied, and it would have been a 16-16, wherein there would have been no winner, but we could have agreed that Shinmiri loses. That would have been the agreed statement. But there it is, another win for Zubedoo by the skin of his teeth. The challengers really put on a great show, so thank you to everybody. We're going to say goodbye from last place all the way up to first place, and we're going to start with Vlad. Vlad, thank you so much for being on the show, and again, thank you so much for curating in the direction you're taking Gwent. We all trust you implicitly, but again, most importantly, screw the game. Thank you for being on Gwent Trivia.
Thanks a lot for having me. I had a lot of fun, like previously. I knew that questions is not my strong suit, and I tried to screw them up as less as possible. But yeah, like overall, super happy that I didn't lose it with some tremendous gap with the first place. So feels good.
No, you definitely put on a good show. And again, it's not like you're streaming, you're a busy guy, but if there's anybody who wants to get in contact with you or in any way, shape, or form, if there's any information you want to sort of share, this is your platform, friend, to say goodbye. So take it away.
Yeah, so regarding the platforms, well, you can find me on Twitter, ThorSerpent. That's pretty much it. I mostly post work-related stuff and some bad memes occasionally, but that's it.
That's all that it takes. So thank you very much. Vlad, again, that's Vlad, the game director for Gwent. Third place with a more than respectable 13 points. That is enough to win episodes in certain cases. Thank you, Vlad.
Thank you.
Second place. I don't know what to say to you, man, because, what we built together, you have torn down and torn asunder. I'm just kidding. I love you so much, but thank you. You made it close, man, and that's what we brought you in for. We thought that we had the dream team here to take down the champ, but Shinmiri with 15 points. It came down to the wire, and this is more than a respectable 15 second place finish, friends. And honestly, as your third appearance on the show, does it get easier as you go?
Yeah, I think so. I think the first time I was super nervous about the drawing part because I know it's definitely not my strong suit. Everything looks like, everything looks like Nightmare Fuel, as you said about the Caldwell, and I don't blame you for saying that. But no, this Gwent trivia is always a lot of fun. I really enjoy coming on the show, so thank you for inviting me. I think Vlad and I put up a really good fight against Zubedoo, and congratulations to him on taking yet another, I think this is 5th win in a row. So big round of applause for Zubedoo. Yeah, I love you too, Flake. And I know, I do feel bad about the whole Flake Miri show having to step away because of time and responsibilities and personal family stuff. But I'm gonna miss them, and I think we did something really great together. And looking forward to more collaborations with you in the future.
Yeah, you know I love you. And we have all kinds of tournaments to cast together, so you're going to get your fill of my nonsense. So congratulations again. Second place finish, Shinmiri. I don't think we need to tell people where to find you. Shinmiri2 on Twitter, on Twitch, pretty much everywhere. You guys know Shinmiri. Enough said. Let's go to the champion. The returning champion, the ongoing champion. You are as certain as death and taxes, my friend. Zubedoo coming out on top. This one was a nail-biter, my friend. Is this the most worried you'd be? Because frankly, all the way out of the gate, question number 1, you buzz in, you answer, and immediately Shinmiri hits you with the, well, actually. So did that get you nervous straight out of the gate?
It really did. And yeah, as soon as that moment did happen, it was like, wake up, basically you gotta step it up, because I know when it comes to the drawing round, I am basically redundant almost. And as you saw, I was stuck at 16 throughout the artwork stuff. So yeah, as soon as I saw that first question, I was a little nervous. Then I got really nervous and I started to sweat. And yeah, but well, here we are. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the outcome in the end.
You did it, my friend, and you will be back for episode 6. So our 8-episode season is essentially boiling down, I believe, to the fact that it's the Zubedoo show. And imagine what would have happened if we didn't book you on episode 1. Imagine we booked you for like episode 6 or 7. No one would have known the kind of prowess you have in this trivia game. But congratulations to you, Zuby. Everybody knows where to find you. Twitter, Twitch, all that jam. So we will see you next week. So congratulations again. 5 in a row. Friends, thank you so much for listening and watching to another episode of Gwent Trivia. Zubedoo, again, the champion of what I thought was one hell of a match. We'll catch you next time. And don't forget, if you want to submit any of your drawing suggestions, you get 3 premium kegs credited to your account, courtesy of Ryan Godric and CDPR. They will be put into your account. So send your suggestions my way and make sure that you include your GOG account name so we can get those all hooked up. Friends, don't forget to be kind to one another, and you're not losing if you're learning. You're always learning. You're not losing if you're learning. So friends, be kind to one another. I'll see you next time on Gwent Trivia. Bye!